Hello. I'm drinking Earl Oatmeal Stout with coffee from Farmstead. I had my first bottle of this over the summer. Thought it was pretty good. Maybe wait a little while because it was quite hoppy. This is a bottle from May 24th, 2019. And they actually say they recommend to be consumed within 6 months of the release. This was released in like June, so still very much within that time frame. Should have bought more bottles of it maybe because it's pretty darn good. But can't buy an infinite amount of beer. And this one was not totally chilled, so I slightly frosted the glass here. Really nice head. I guess I poured it hard, but they know how to bottle condition their beers at Hill Farmstead. It's real creamy and thick, with big soapy bubbles, but also very fine ones that almost nitro-like. That's how you know it's going to be a fantastic head. Yeah, it seems like the hops have mellowed out. It smells more mocha-like now. There's some citrusy qualities in there, but it's not quite like pine in your face. Yeah, it smells nice and creamy. That kind of a malted milk ball type thing coming from like the oats and the barley. And I think they use American barley, oats, and then British roasted barley. It says chocolate, caramel, and chocolate malt too. Online it seemed like it was a little different. Online it's a Guatemalan coffee. Maybe batches vary or something. But that head is going to stick around forever, it seems. But yeah, real nice mocha flavor with kind of a more roasty, dark coffee. And definitely some nice dark chocolate in there too. Not the thickest body. With some good bitterness and char in the finish. Smoky char that wasn't really in the nose. Gets more bitter and spicy on the tongue. Now I'm smelling some sort of dark fruit coffee notes. That's nice. And this uses coffee from this fancy roaster in Denmark called the Coffee Collective. I feel like it's a little bit funny that like the coffee is usually made in South America and then it's shipped all the way to Copenhagen to be roasted, and then it's shipped to Hill Farmstead to be used in this beer. So it kind of goes halfway around the world. But it's a very good beer. It's still quite bitter and dry. Definitely more than Everett, even though it's similar to Everett. Everett's got more malt and sweetness and residual sugars, I feel like. But you don't lose the oatmeal quality. Usually oatmeal stouts are a little bit milder and sweeter. This one is definitely not that. It's definitely like an American take on it than with coffee added. Even though the mouthfeel isn't gigantic, it's still pretty silky and soft on the tongue. But with all the coffee bitterness and the hop bitterness, it's an assault. I haven't had Ipswich Oatmeal Stout in years, but that was one that was also stronger like this. This is 7.2%. Stronger and more hoppy. But usually, especially English oatmeal stouts are, usually 5% and pretty sweet and mild and supposed to be, kind of like liquid bread. Excuse me. And this one, wow, I can't believe how bitter it still is. Maybe if you sit on this for like a year, it would be a little bit milder, but I don't want to lose that fresh coffee quality. It's interesting. The smell is still pretty mocha-like. Like really nice. Not as good as Everett. Everett's like fantastic beer. I think I'd give it like a 4.75 last time I had it. This one would be close to a 4.5. I honestly think they could tone down the hopping rate of this because they want you to drink it fresh, but it's like pretty intense even after being in the bottle, March to now, like well over 6 months. So yeah, like 4.25 or something for this one. Maybe I'll add a little maple syrup to it and see if that tickles my fancy. Goodbye.